My mom had a very unique perspective on life, and we were really able to kind of go by the day-by-day, really present moment, enjoying the time that we could. And you know, it's something you always hear about, but to actually do it becomes a lot more meaningful. As hard as it was in the moment, I look back on it fondly and create a lot of very strong and powerful memories. Yeah, you know, we spent a year together before she passed away. Yeah, it was hard to believe. You know, it was maybe 6 months after my mom had passed, I received my diagnosis. I don't know, I wasn't really fully accepting what had happened. It was still kind of a whirlwind. I was still dealing with loss of my mom, and then the fact that this happened to me was a bit too overwhelming. So I wasn't taking it too seriously. I just kind of wanted my life to go back to the way it was. I'd say 6 or 7 months after my full remission from that chemo, I was re-diagnosed again. When you're sick and you're going through something, you're always used to having your mom and your parents around, so it was having to adjust to that too. It made it a lot more difficult. Luckily, there's new medicine that I'm taking, and specific for what I have. Specific for reoccurrence, and it's targeted medicine that I take every day. It's not chemotherapy. Very limited side effects. I feel some fatigue, but besides that, you know, I can live a normal life. And that's been keeping it in control and keeping the disease at bay for the past 6 months. Being young, you never really think about your mortality that much, and you know, I always had these kind of far-off ideas of what I wanted to do eventually or where I wanted to be, but it wasn't really lining up with my daily life. And you know, being confronted with this just made me realize that, you know, your daily life is your whole life. So you just gotta wake up and kind of tackle what you want to do every day, even if it's something you want to do 10 years down the line. You know, I think it's really, you know, it's easy to ask why. Obviously, that question always comes up. But, you know, it's also about, you know, asking yourself, like, how I can change my life. You know, it really gives you an opportunity to look at your life in a certain way, with more, I don't know, just with more attention to detail. A good photo, that's a good question. Something that translates and to all different audiences and can convey a certain message or feeling, or just the feeling you get in the moment if you're the photographer. If you can share that with others, I think that's a good photo. It's a lot more challenging because you know, water's constantly moving and light is always bouncing off of it in different ways. And when I get out there, I have a certain photo in mind, but it always changes once I'm in the water. You really have to be flowing with the ocean and the way it's moving to kind of get what you want. You know, a lot of my ocean photos, you know, awe of beauty and kind of surprised that I got that shot, and just really happy to be able to capture that moment and kind of share my experience of being there when that happened, and yeah. I love just being in nature in general, but ocean specifically is where I feel really comfortable, and it just gives me an excuse to get out there in the water, and just to enjoy it. You know, I wake up before sunrise and it motivates me to get out there and really inspires me, and it opened up a whole new door for photography. You know, I think it also helps to spread awareness and appreciation of something that people might not have experience with or appreciate themselves. And you know, it's taught me a lot in life, and I respect it a lot, and it's taught me some valuable life lessons. And I'm hoping that, you know, if people see some of my photographs of the ocean, they could maybe be inspired to get out there or do something to help it, because, as you know, it's such an important ecosystem, and sometimes a lot of people have the kind of out of sight, out of mind mentality. It's not really one specific photo I'm looking for. A big reason why I do it is just for my own experience, for, like I said, being out in the water, be present and happy in nature. And, you know, it would be nice to get a cover of Nat Geo someday, but you never know. It's just all these things that you hear all the time. You know, be present, enjoy the moment, spend time with your loved ones. You know, you always hear these sayings, but to actually apply them to your life makes a huge difference. And you know, you get to understand why those are such popular sayings that everyone says. You know, they sound so cliche, but you know, they're there for a reason, because it really truly makes a difference. If you are present, you do spend time with your loved ones, and you know, you wake up, you know, with each day like it's your last. It's all cliche, but it all really, it's true. It's very true. It's tough. You know, I think it can be used as a tool to really transform our lives into what we want them to be. And you know, we're stubborn. As human beings, we're just, at least I am, very stubborn. I think it's easy to get stuck in your ways, even if they're not good for you. And I'd say cancer is almost a motivator. It's to really go after what you want and to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Because, you know, it's, like I said before, it makes you re-examine your life. And other things, you know, don't have that sort of effect. And it's, yeah, it's real. I really would say just, you know, on a daily basis, just do at least one thing that makes you happy. That's what the water photography's done for me. You know, just something that when you do it, you don't really think about anything else. You're present in the moment, and it just puts a smile on your face and makes you feel better, like, after you do it. And I think once you start doing that, a lot of other things open up and kind of fall into place for you. And you know, make you realize that, you know, you can achieve what you want, and you can appreciate and be grateful for everything that you have currently.